the building of Mercosur, and we'll have, not far from here, a neighborhood called Palermo. Rodo Park behind, Palermo neighborhood in front of you. The coastline of Montevideo is called Rambla, like in Barcelona, the Ramblas. And today we can recognize the river plate. It's not a river. What is this?
Sea.
No?
Ocean.
Yes, perfect. It's not a river, it's a volume of milk. But that the cholesterol also is high. And we try to do a balance with a good glass of wine, of course. When you go to Argentina, Malbec. When you go to Chile, Carminier. If you visit Uruguay, Tanat. T-A-N-N-A-T. Tanat, the best Uruguayan wine. And today we will talk about that because Juanico Winery produced one of the traditional wines, Don Pascual Tanat. Okay, now we will take a different way. Did you understand? That was the idea of the revolution, of the local revolution for the independence. And also, we will have underground a mausoleum with the remains of the national hero. You'll have some camps in this moment in the Independence Square. They are not from Uruguay. They are from Syria. They are refugees in this moment in Montevideo who do a protest in the Independence Square. You know very well my job. I need to be very diplomatical, okay? For that I like to talk with you about everything, okay? But like a journalist, no personal opinions, okay? On your left, General Artigas, underground, the mausoleum, and from here a better perspective of the old government house and the new one. From here, behind you, we'll have downtown. And in front of you, we have Old Town. Port Zone is the Old Town. Give me a minute. Okay. About 45 minutes far from here, with Mario. With me, will be 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Because I drive a Ford 1928. Okay, sometimes I do jokes because I can understand you after a day like this, busy day, lunch, need to be attractive, the tour. I can understand very well your place. For that, I try to combine informative tour and some jokes to relax, okay? About Artigas. General Artigas was very special in Gizzard. Visit Uruguay have a wrong idea. Many people who visit Uruguay think about Spain, for example, or Portugal, and it's not the truth.
So.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Thanks God I didn't do like the same thing. I pay you $5,000 US if you know the answer. Well, I will explain to you very easy because I love history, but I can understand some people don't like. But I explain to you a brief of our history very easy. In 1680, since 1680 until 1824. Portugal, Spain, Spain, Portugal, Portugal, Spain, Spain, Portugal, Portugal, Spain, England, 1806, 1807, and again Spain, Portugal. In 1824, we was a part of the Portuguese Empire, but Brazil did the independence. For that, we was a part for a short time, for 1 year, a part of Brazil, okay? The name of the province was Cisplatina Province. That is the specific name. I have people from Brazil, for that they can check. I couldn't lie today. Mr. Google is a good inspector. Okay. And the date is August 25th in 1825, just in case if you want to know exactly the day when we declared the independence. But was a process. Because was in 1828 when Brazil and Argentina accept an independent country. Did you understand me? Was in that moment. Before that, we did the declaration. B-I-R-D-S. River of colorful birds.
Mario, por detrás de la puerta. Gracias.
Okay, now we will understand much better Montevideo, because we will see the Citadel Gate. We can understand the port zone was a peninsula and was a fortress. And this gate divided the city. I talk to you on your left now, downtown. On your right, Old Town. Behind you, water. In front of you, water. On the right side at the end, water. The Old Town shows us art galleries, museums, the heart of the history. On your left, Latin America, okay? And Uruguayans love cultural tourism. For that, we will see Montevideo full of museums, full of art galleries. This is a city of writers, painters. I know for people who speak English, it can be difficult, but for people who speak Portuguese or Spanish, there are some writers quite very famous from Uruguay, like Mario Benedetti, Eduardo Galeano, and Uruguay. And don't forget, for you is the best souvenir, okay? And the mate was for South American natives, like the peace pipe for American natives. For that we share is a welcome drink. That is the meaning, okay? When you visit my house, my first question is, how are you? And my second question is, do you want a mate? This is normal, okay? It's like a still welcome drink. It's like a tea. It's like a green tea. Bitter green tea. That is the truth. For that, there are people who don't like because it's too bitter. But it's an interesting souvenir for you. When you research on South America, gauchos, the cowboy, use the mate like the most important also drink. Natives, gauchos, weak. Because we have not any official religion in this country. By constitution, since the beginning of century 20, we have not any official religion. Okay? Most of the people are Christians, but we have philosophies, religions, ideologies from all over the world. But that is quite empty, the city. It's a holiday. Many people took all the week and now are on media. No? Okay. 13,000 US dollars. Don't forget, we use American dollars. Properties, lands, farms, cars, apartments, we buy by American dollars. Local currency, Uruguayan pesos, but we use American dollars. $1 is like 28 Uruguayan pesos, more or less, because depends where you exchange. If you, yes, sir.
And what is median salary?
Okay, the average wage, official number, okay, 1,700 US dollars per person per month. Okay, that is, I explained to you, is official number because it's my information from the government. Did you understand? Okay, it's not the minimum wage, it's the average wage. Perfect. The cost of life in Uruguay is high. Probably, I think you saw that.
Yes.
If you do the comparison, Argentina, Brazil are less expensive than Uruguay, okay? And Uruguay is almost like Chile, in the same place in different ways, like the cost of life. Human develop index high.
And if you pay, I will tell you.
You have a cachet, okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your comments. And it is important to me to know your business because it's good for our information. Okay, the education system of Uruguay: public, all free, elementary, high school, university. We pay a tax for our education. We pay a tax called primary, and we have breakfast, lunch, and milk for every public schools of Uruguay. One computer per child since 2009. Every public schools of Uruguay. English teachers for every public schools of Uruguay. And since now, the President Dr. Tabaré Vázquez wants to do our public schools full day, not half day, because we discover one of the problem of the modern time is kids alone at home. Did you understand me? Kids or child.
Unfortunately, our government doesn't understand you. That's a tragedy.
Okay, okay. And for that, Dr. Tabaré Vázquez want to do a program to transform every schools, full day schools. The government will be intake free. Medicine, surgeries, which is the most important problem, time for wait. Sometimes we need to wait 1 month or 2 months for one small surgery. That is the most important problem. Not everything is good. Not everything is bad. I like to do real tours. I think you can understand me very well. Because if I want to do a tour only in rich zones, I can do it. But it's not the idea. No, but it's the truth. But it's not the idea. This is a tour, a global tour, with a real view of the city. Not everything is rich, not everything. 52 different types of local marbles and 17 different types in age. But for local people, we talk about the fat cows. Upstairs, we have the second most important library, public library in the country. It's absolutely nice, and I recommend you for your next time in the country a visit inside, because we have a big stained glass. We have a natural light inside. 4 political parties. 2 discover the telecommunication, quite famous also in this country because he designed another new modern buildings in the country. For sailors, we can account 6 hills near the coast. The number 6 is here, behind the bay. Mount number 6 from the east to the west. That is the meaning of Montevideo. Okay? I know another version. Video for Mount. I see one hill in Portuguese. Eu vi Montevideo, but the truth is the first one, okay? And the refinery of oil. Oil, no, from Uruguay. We import it. But we have a bigger change right now. I don't know if you heard about that. No, nothing? Only stars? Okay. 85% of the Uruguayan energy now, in this moment, is clean.
Really?
We have a shift of the matrix of energy. Yeah, that is a quite good interpretation. Parks, solar panels, and another alternative sources of energy. No nuclear energy. Hydroelectric energy, yes, but no nuclear. We don't want to depend anymore of fossils. I think you can understand very well. Okay. Did you have the opportunity to travel around Uruguay?
No.
No. Okay. The country is small, but for your business, it's quite interesting in some ways, because for your business, probably the best area of the country is the center south, southeast, where it's drier. Did you understand very well? I think you can understand it very well, because I have been in Atacama Desert, and I feel sure that is one of the most beautiful places to see stars in the world, because it's really dry and we can recognize much better many things. But in the case of Uruguay, we have a high center called Black River to south, subtropical weather. From that river to north, continental weather, sorry. For that we have difference. And we have some areas like minas, in English mines, which is a very good area to see stars in Uruguay. It's the poverty line of the Uruguayan society. Okay? The positive side of the Uruguayan situation today is we're recovering the middle class. Because when you visit my country in 2001 and 2002, I said to the people, rich more rich, poor more poor. Nobody on the middle. But after 2004, we worked very hard, we administrated very strict, and we recovering slowly the country. Population. It's quite interesting, but it's good for money. Yeah. At the beginning of 2017 now, think about this, which is very interesting. 2 days ago, the Ministry of Tourism talked about 1,300,000 people just at the beginning of 2017. Means money. I think you can understand it very well. I suppose I have in this group people from all over the world. I suppose. Different countries, different languages. I like to explain we talk about global warming, we talk about the weather, the change of the weather, like everywhere. Last year we had the India effect. No 4 seasons, 2 seasons, winter, summer, no more. And what's incredible because it changed many things in the rural production. Because you know, for example, for wine, too much water is bad. It must be having a balance for a good quality of wine, for example. And we produce it new products because the weather changes. For example, now we produce olives, and the olive oil of Uruguay is absolutely great. But why? Because we can fall more and more a weather country. From south, from Montevideo to far point of Brazil, 8 hours by car. From west to east, 4 hours by car. This is a good explanation of how small is Uruguay. Okay, when we arrive on the winery, we'll have normally a tour guide from the winery. Normally that is the way, okay? And she explained to us about the vineyards, winery, the history of the family. My job is just like an introduction about the country, about something about the capital and the local people. And I know some people want to rest right now. But I will give you free time now from here to the winery, and I walk by the corridor. If you have any specific question, will be a pleasure help you, okay, in Uruguay. Thank you very much for your attention, for your effort. Thank you.
Thank you.
You do this because I will. Shut up. Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc. Excusez-moi, je ne parle pas français, ok? We have a lot of varieties, but don't forget Tannat, T-A-N-N-A-T is the best, and we will stop the bus near the Tannat vineyards, okay? The harvest here depends of the grape. start at the beginning of the healthy grape, because Tannat is tiny, but it's very concentrated in tannins. For that the name Tannat. And Tannat is from France. Yeah. But France has a problem a long time ago with the phylloxera. For that, after that problem, Tannat was carried to South America, and one man called Don Pascual Arriague introduced the grape in Uruguay and developed Tannat grape in Uruguay. And the enologists said today Tannat is better than 100 years ago because the soil and the weather mutated. You know, I think you can understand me very well. The all different way, and depends of the winery. We use more one than other to produce vineyards. Colbert, sorry, is a mutated flower plant and detected any problem before the vineyard. When the enologist thought something wrong with the rose, he must be pay attention in the vineyard.
Use that in the Piemonte region in Italy.
Exactly. It's an European influence, yes, in this country. But I think it can be interesting because not everybody knows that idea. Yeah. Okay. Look the color of the soil. Really good. I talk to you. This is in this moment look like a rest land. Don't forget. Now I hope you have a tour guide, a real tour guide of me on the winery. But you know we have some time for rest, and sometime we talk about cycles. For example, we produce vineyards for a long time.